Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a rabbit named Dash. Dash was fast, so fast, in fact, that no animal in the forest could outrun him. He loved boasting about his speed to everyone. "I'm the fastest creature alive. No one can beat me in a race," he'd say, hopping around proudly. One day, while Dash was showing off his speed, a wise old turtle named Shelly slowly approached him. "Dash, I've heard you're the fastest in the forest," Shelly said calmly. "But I wonder, would you like to race me?" The other animals, who had gathered around, gasped. How could a slow turtle like Shelly even think about racing the fastest animal in the forest? Dash laughed loudly. "You? Race me? Oh, Shelly, you're so slow you probably take a whole day just to move a few steps." But Shelly was calm and confident. "Let's see, Dash. It's not always about speed. It's about persistence and strategy." Dash, feeling overly confident, accepted the challenge. The race was set for the next morning. When the day arrived, all the animals gathered to watch the race. The course was a long path that wound through the forest. As soon as the race started, Dash sprinted ahead, leaving Shelly far behind. Within minutes, Dash was so far ahead that he couldn't even see Shelly anymore. He stopped, looking back and chuckling to himself. "There's no way that slow turtle is going to catch up. I'll take a nap," he said, lying down under a shady tree. "I deserve a break." Meanwhile, Shelly moved steadily and slowly, her focus unwavering. She knew she wasn't fast, but she didn't let that bother her. She just kept going, step by step, toward the finish line. As Dash lay there napping, time passed, and Shelly steadily closed the gap. The animals were amazed to see the turtle approaching the sleeping rabbit. They whispered among themselves, but no one dared wake Dash. Finally, Shelly passed Dash, still fast asleep, and continued her slow, deliberate pace toward the finish line. By the time Dash woke up, the sun had shifted in the sky. He yawned, stretched, and realized with a start that Shelly was nowhere in sight. Panicked, he rushed toward the finish line, running faster than he ever had before. But it was too late. Just as Dash rounded the last corner, he saw Shelly crossing the finish line, greeted by cheers from the other animals. Dash skidded to a stop, panting and wide-eyed. He couldn't believe what had happened. How did you beat me?" he gasped. Shelly smiled gently. "Sometimes, Dash, it's not about being the fastest. It's about steady effort, persistence, and not giving up." Dash lowered his head, humbled by Shelly's wisdom. He realized that his pride had gotten in the way of his success. From that day forward, Dash no longer bragged about his speed. Instead, he learned to respect all the creatures in the forest, knowing that everyone had their own strengths. And as for Shelly, she became a legend in the forest, not for her speed, but for her wisdom, teaching the lesson that slow and steady can indeed win the race. Moral of the story: pride can lead to downfall, while persistence and humility pave the way to success.